Awake. Awake is allowed. Oh yeah? Type exclamation mark rug. And how are you today in graphics? Nordley. This is their cheaper recycled paper. Okay. Max 6. So this is the base. That makes it the bottom. Oof. Boom. And this is the not bottom. How am I? How am I? Well, let's just say I'm a freaking rug! That's how loud that rug is. He's a good boy. Yeah, that rug is really loud. I'm in a weird place right now. I'm in a place I was not expecting to be in. It started as a very unhappy, stressful place because the staging is not to my or my realtor standards. It's my bed, my linens, that's not mine, that's not mine, those pillows aren't mine, the headboard isn't mine. But it's my bed. Wow, this is almost like Lego organized. What we got going on here? I think we might need to get the other bits going first. So I was in a very unhappy place because of not great staging, some of which I'm trying to make up for with this IKEA furniture. We'll see how that goes. Some of which I will have to try to make up for tomorrow after they come back and fix some of their mistakes. And some of it is just not going to be great. And that's just how that's going to be. But then I had a very nice interaction with a person at IKEA. So I'm in a much less bad place now. How's everyone else doing? I really thought I was done doing IKEA for this house. Speaking of done with IKEA for this house, the entertainment unit, the thing that is going to sit under the TV in the basement, the one that they brought in was just wrecked. Bad condition. Like the drawers were doing the actual cartoonish, like drooping drawers in different directions. So I pointed that out to them and I'm like, this isn't good. And they're like, well, people shouldn't be actually using the drawers. And I say, right, but it looks bad. Like it's crooked visibly. And they're like, oh, okay. So they took that one back. And then they sent me two options. One which is like the cheapest possible knockoff of something that's supposed to be mid-century modern. And isn't because it's cheap and sucks. And the other one was like this glossy black thing. And I'm like, okay, glossy black thing, sure. But what we're working on tonight right now is a replacement for this. Because this side table is very low. It's very narrow. It makes this big wall seem just like meh. Like it's a bad piece. The design is okay. It's a neat design with the 4 little bits underneath and the glass top, which is unfortunately really chipped. But it's too small. It's too short and it's too not deep enough front to back. and their options were not good. So we're trying to, yeah, it's way too low. Like, it should be as close as even with the top of the bed as possible. This is not going to be that, but it'll be better than that, and it'll be better for depth especially. And it'll hopefully feel like it's just more there, right? Sleeves. They're called sleeves. Here. This make you feel better? More what you used to? Roll up my sleeves, get back to work? I'm better? Might as well ask like what's on my feet. These are called socks. Okay? They actually go onto your feet and then they cover your feet. And like, so these are like arm socks. They go onto your arms and they cover your arms. So if you can just relate this back to like a sock, then it should make sense. Okay, sides, lots of sides, don't want the sides yet. Well, what's a jacket but a shirt sock? It's a piece of clothing that you put over your shirt. So that's just a shirt sock. If a sock is a piece of clothing you put over your feet, then a shirt sock is a piece of clothing that you put over your shirt, right? So that's all it is it's just another kind of sock. This is not what I want right now. These are not what I want right now. So if we relate everything back to socks, does that make everything more comfortable? This is what I want right now. And they go this way. Yep. Middle of the floor, that's where I'll be. Okay. Ow. Man, there's a lot of hardware with this little set. I am good. I'm feeling all right. Okay, do you want the plastic ones or the metal ones? You want the plastic ones. You want the metal ones. The plastic ones go in the drawers. So the hope is that I can make this stuff look better enough for photos and however long it needs to be in here. And then return it. Just take really good care of it and then return it. I only got one because I want to see how it looks in the space. See if I'm insane or if they're insane. Right, but a jacket is just a shirt sock. So it's okay. Okay. This chunky hardware. Outside of your shirt. Like how socks are for outside of your foot. Like you don't want to try to put the sock inside of your foot. That just won't work. You'd have to make new holes, and in my experience, that's usually pretty painful. No, JB Weld. This is fine. We'll just have to sort out which holes these line up with. Oh, they tell me. Third one. 3 and the back. Yep, that is correct. 3 and the back. There. Okay. So how's everyone else doing today? I'm having an adventure day. But how's everyone else doing? Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's those. And then this says R. And this also says R. Oh, they're labeled. It says R and it says R. I didn't have to figure it out. It actually tells me. Good job, IKEA. Oop, there we go. Soft close. Oh, well, tell Pennsylvania I said hi. I like that idea. So I'm building a side table because the ones the Sagers brought I think suck. This is what they brought, and it's very short relative to the height of the bed here. Like, that's 6 inches or more low, and it's very narrow. So it doesn't fill the space and say you have a lot of room on either side of the bed. So I got this one. It won't come up to full height, but I might be able to tease that a little bit with some MDF later. It has the depth, and it has most of the width, so hopefully it'll be better. They gave me the loudest rug in the world, and I'm making them take it back. Those pillows are all going to get tossed for to sleep tonight. Tossed to the side, not tossed out. So if this one seems like it's a noticeable improvement over the other one, over the one that they brought in, then I'll go buy another one and we can build that tomorrow. Realtor was absolutely disgusted with what they did with the master bathroom and closet. So I've got some homework tomorrow there too. Like, he was using some language. And for a good Mormon boy, using some language, that tells you something. These ones. Well, that and IKEA. Like, they actually tried to suggest it would have taken longer and cost more. But I mean, like, this is just wobbly legs. I'm gonna ask him about it, because that bathroom, that closet is basically not done at all. Like, they didn't put anything in there, and that's like a big feature closet. Like, that should have been something that they were like, yeah, we're gonna make this wow. And instead they were just like, well, we're gonna put stuff in there. Okay, so this goes like this on the left side. Yes, but it shouldn't look damaged when they bring it in. So I'm going to have a talk with them about that. Like, they are bringing in damaged stuff. They don't have good options for side tables. And that's like a pretty basic thing that people should just have. Yeah, it's... and I explained this to a realtor too. Like, this is just too tall. It should be a little bit shorter. Oh, and then, hey, advertising, like, how tacky do you have to be? That's very Calgary. So it's... One of the difficulties I'm having with it is I said I wanted something that looked a little bit more modern. Yeah. Well, I pointed out that, you know, realtor said this is not done to $1 million house standards. I don't know what they were thinking. But they brought in stuff that was quite obviously quite damaged. Like, not me being nitpicky, but like actually the drawers were crooked on the entertainment unit for the basement. And like, if the designer doesn't notice that, the mover should have noticed that, somebody should have noticed that. Something should have been noticed at some point. And instead of saying, oh, wow, you're right, let me fix that, it was, well, people shouldn't be using the drawers anyway. Like, no. So I specifically got realtor to come in. I had sent him some photos and he was kind of like hemming and hawing about it. And I'm like, you sound like you're trying to... Yeah. So I told realtor that he sounds like he's trying to avoid coming in and seeing in person. And he's like, no, I gotta. So he did come over and he saw it in person. He said the stagers that he normally use say they would not accept furniture that was this beat up. But I don't have the option to use them, so it's kind of neither here nor there. When I came into the master bedroom here, because I was like hanging out in there dealing with my to-do list, just getting that cleaned up, hanging out in the office, I look and I'm like, this wall seems really empty. And the stager says, well, yeah, because you shoot your bedroom from your entry door. And I'm like, no, I'm shooting from this door. Because from this door, I can get the same look that everyone else gets where the bed is facing the door for the photo. And she's like, oh, yeah, I guess so. Well, I didn't want to bring in too much art. Like, when I would say there was a problem and explain it and make them understand, it would still just be excuses. I would hope that any stager that actually cares about the job that they're doing and is on the ball about things says, okay, well, the bed's over there, like $3,100. It's not cheap. So the bed's over there and they're thinking, shoot it at this angle, when instead I can shoot it from this angle and be straight on looking the bed. Like, a stager should be thinking about how are things going to look in photos, how are photos going to be taken, all of this sort of thing. And not just like, well, let's shove it in there and you always take the photos from one spot. And if it's just, this is how we always do, and they want to offer me IKEA furniture, then, like, what's even the point? Where's the rest of... I'm looking for the bag that has that stuff in it. It says it's B. Yep, that's that one. Oh, we got two different ones. Well, except it's literally their job to know this stuff. Like, they're supposed to be the paid professional. When it comes to colors and you know, matching and artistic whatever nonsense, I'm never going to have that because I'm colorblind. But I shouldn't have to point out those are too short. Okay, now it says that there are two different ones of these in this bag. So can I figure out if there are... That's not a thing that happens here, unfortunately. I guess this is what I use. 4 for each? Yeah, that's what I use. This upside down, they go in the little holes. Now, the overall impression is good enough, except for some very specific and also very key things. Like the rug in the front, when you look at it in person, it's like, oh, it's not that bad. And I didn't even notice how bad it was until I got Realtor on the phone and I was sending him photos over the phone. And no, can't until this one's sold. And I was taking pictures, and I took a picture of that one, and I'm just like, holy crap, this rug is super loud. And like the stager took pictures of that room, but didn't notice how loud it is in photos. Like, just absolutely going through the motions, no thought of critical eye about how does this look in different lighting in different situations. You know, is photos different from in person? Just none of that. No awareness at all. Okay, warning. Huh. So they're saying one of these gets a warning. That's all. Right there. I'm going to kick their pillows off. Kick the little ugly gray thing, bed liner or whatever. Kick that off. And that's where I sleep. Wait. Oh, it's not both sides. I was not going to use those. I was never going to use those. I disassembled them and took them outside today. I was actually hoping, you know, ideally it would have gone well enough that I could have used the rest of the afternoon once they were done and gone, or the evening, to... So I wanted to use the rest of the night to to organize the garage because it's way overpacked and needs a lot of attention. But instead I had to talk with the realtor and bring the realtor over and see what he had to say about things. And then I had to go to IKEA, which turned out to be a really good thing. Did I do this wrong? No. That one goes... Oh, I'm looking at this one upside down, so this one goes over here. I'm energetic right now. Let's put it that way. I'm energetic. Well, anyone coming through to buy this house will be looking at the garage. So it does need some work. I do have to do something with it before it gets fully listed. Photos are scheduled for Saturday evening and hopefully a little bit on Sunday day as well. Because the sunset dusk photos is good, but the basement would really benefit from some daytime photos. But we'll see how they turn out. It might be the kind of thing where it's just like, this basement looks dark because of the shooting time, so we need you to come back and shoot it during the day. Right. Never tried it. I've seen them, but I've never tried them. So I have no thoughts. So I won't be able to clear out the garage, but I can make it a lot better than what it is. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't make it as like a goal. And you don't really buy those here, you rent them. Oop, oop. That's kind of interesting, but sure. So, you know, I don't know how long this will be on the market. I'll get a hopefully an indication after the first week. If it's like wicked fast, then, you know, there we go. Not quite the way they want this to go down, but ow, it'll go. Yep. Okay, and then the backs. Yeah, they want these to be like tipped in. Like that kind of thing. But it works either way. And then we got these guys. And they just kind of get smushed. Okay, these, oh, there's, I get it. Then we do more of these on the inside. Right? Yeah. So I'm hoping to get pretty quickly an idea of how long this will be on the market. It'll either be like super quick or take about a month or so. And if it's super quick, then whatever. I'll just deal with renting a storage locker and renting a trailer to get stuff to a storage locker and go from there. Depending on, conditions of sale. If they want a month possession or whatever, then maybe things change. If it's going to take a little bit longer, then I have the option to finish converting that flatbed into an actual cargo trailer, which is what I would like to do, but I would also like to sell the house and move on with my life more quicker. So man, after building so much of their kitchen stuff, this feels so darn cheap. But I did get the rest of the bed off the trailer. I think you can see that on the Twitter. So it's like just the frame now and the lights. Like it's still street legal, but it's much less than it was before. The dog comes with me. Unless you want to buy the dog. You want to buy a dog? I have two. Huh. I might just be blind. The spare fridge and oven have already gone away. They have already gone away. My hope would be either to have like a really quick and short lipstick on a big pig type of flip for the next one, or that I could build the tiny house. Well, it depends on how much work it needs. I didn't want to move them around. And it might be possible to get new old ones as well. Oh, they're saying make sure the one with the sticker goes on top. For safety! Okay, then I think we finished building that thing. Oh, we got nubbies we can put on later too. All right. These are for 3 and more. I think this is going to be about the same though. I think we can use the one for 3. Oh, this is one for 2. Okay, well, whatever. All right. What bag does that come from? It doesn't say. Oh, we need little plastic runners on the bottom of this. Brr. Do they all need little plastic runners? It looks like they all do. Okay. And it gives me 4 because I might have needed some in the middle, but I don't. So we'll just put them on the sides. And probably this one. Nope. This one. Nope. Oh, they're already in there. Yep. Excuse me, planets? That's, not very family friendly. Go ask your girlfriend that. Holy moly. And does this go over top easily? No. They really don't define that stage very well. Oh, they're extra long to go through this. Okay, I get it. It's funny you say that because I actually have to go around to the 2 close malls here and go begging for some empty bags and empty boxes from the brand names of the places. Realtor hated the closet staging so much. I have homework now. Like, that's how bad it is. So I'm basically gonna like go into Holt Renfrew and all the expensive brand name stores. It sucks. It's just no good. Like, there's a basket, there's these ugly boxes, and those 2 baskets. And then they brought in 6 banged up old white hangers. And that's all they did. That stuff is mine, and Realtor wants me to find a different spot for that. And these towels were hanging up on here, and he hates that. So, yeah, he wants those gone, and he wants it filled up with, like, brand name bags and boxes. So I'm going to go around to all the fancy brand name places that are close by and be like, so I'm just finishing rebuilding my house after a fire, and my realtor hates what the stagers did. He's sending me out to get some empty bags. So I was hoping you could just let me have a couple of your empty brand name bags, please. And that's how that's gonna go. Cause it is a high-end house, this is gonna sell for close to, if not more than, $1 million. This is actually about as high-end as it gets in this neighborhood. Pretty much. Well, they're not going to care. I mean, if this ends up looking good and working, then I'll say, okay, well, I'd love some discount because, you know, the closet's no good. I had to do the closet. I had to go and buy these things. If you guys want to buy them off me at retail price, fine. We could work that out. Or you could take them when we're done here and just knock their cost off of the rental. I'd be okay with that. But well, if that's how they felt, then they just wouldn't buy it. Like, no one's going to spend $1 million on this place to want to do a lot to it. To want to do anything to it, really. Okay, so it was that, and then those go in the top, and I just didn't read the thing. And then those get screwed in, and then we put bits in the top here. So it's already a much more appropriate height. It's not ideal, but like I said, I might be able to cheese that up. I have actually plywood from the futon. I could cut it so that it sits like this far back, and it just raises it up an extra inch and a half. You'd never see the plywood. It would just be up a little bit taller. And I have a track saw, so that'd be really easy now. Yay, track saw. Here's the top. The top, I'm going to have to put... some places do that. I would, if someone was saying in their offer, hey, can we also get like all the furniture that came with this? I would honestly tell them, don't want to kill the deal, but this stuff is in bad shape. It's fairly heavily used staging furniture. I know some people who are really good at this, who is not the staging company. I would not recommend them, but I could definitely point you in the right direction of where to get well done, nicely put together, blah, 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 good stuff. Like I would honestly try to steer people away from buying this furniture. I wonder if I have shorter of these. Like, it's that bad. No, I think it's just these. Okay. He's too busy for that. And he does know if I had to add an issue with him that I would bring it up to him. I have done that in the past. He didn't love me doing it, but I have done it, so he knows I wouldn't be like talking trash behind his back. Okay, they want the warning one at the top, and they had an order they wanted this to go in. Oh, they were like specific how to... Oh, we gotta get the nubbins on. Nubbins on now, I guess. Where did the nubbins go? Here they are. They gave me extra nubbins. Nice. And these are sure cheaply made. I don't know if I told you guys, because I've been rambling a lot tonight, but it sure is. I went to IKEA to find some options for furnitures. Now, there's a particular way these go on, and it's a little different than I'm used to, so we are going to read the instructions here. Okay, so I have to line that hole up carefully. I think I have played this game before. Okay, you gotta, yeah, wait, that's not quite right. Oh, no, it is. It's fine. So I went to IKEA to pick this thing up because I just wanted anything that would be at all better than, you know, their two offerings for the entertainment unit downstairs, because they had brought one that was literally basically broken. Oh, what'd you get? Okay, now that. Let's see if we can sort this out here. That's in the back. Hello, my name is Moose. I'm a real estate investor. This is the most pretentious way I could come up with to describe a house flipper. I built this house over the past 2 years and it's finally finished and getting staged. But the stagers that I hired are not very good. They brought in these way too short, way too narrow side tables for my giant king bed on this 14-foot wall. And I didn't like that. And none of the options that they had were any better. So I went to IKEA and I bought this. So we've been building that. Whew, breathe. This is the first time we get to see the house staged. And this rug is way too loud, so this rug is going back. I already sent that picture back, but like you get an idea. This is a house, it's been staged. Hey, money 4x4, how it goes. So yeah, I built this house basically from just about from scratch. The only thing I didn't really do was pour the foundation. Thank you. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. So I was very unimpressed by the offerings of, there we go. And then that moves forward. Okay, yeah, we got this sorted out. By the staging company. So I went and bought this because I want this room to feel as big as it is. Thank you. No, I'll accept some skilled. I'll accept compliments about skill. But to me, the difference between skill and talent is it comes naturally or not. A skill is anything anyone can learn, right? Like you can learn how to type, that's a skill. A natural talent to me is something that's like artistic ability that says you know how to make things look good without having had to study for it. So I will accept skilled, but I argue against talented. Okay, so we're going to take a picture here, and I go to 1x, and we'll see how small that looks there. And we got... Are you serious right now? Oh, you crazy lady. Hello. And like... Well, these are not the finished. They're not even using LED bulbs. Like, come on. Come on. Get with like 2015 already here. Holy moly. I'm offended. Like, yellow bulbs, fine. It's a bedroom, you want it to be a bit warmer. But like, my goodness. LED, guys, come on. Offended. There's no excuse for that. Right, but it costs me more. Okay, we'll move this over. Okay, we're gonna... Man, I think I was a little bit closer. Yeah, we were this side of the dog. So I'm gonna try to get it as the same as possible. My only water fountain is in the garage. Okay, so we'll trash that one. Man, that light bulb just... Look how it just pees all over the wall. Okay, I'm going to send these to Realtor. And I'm going to post them on Twitter. Let's post them on Twitter first so you guys can go and see and compare. Photos. We'll put that one first so we're not biasing it too much. Add to 1 question mark or 2 question mark. So exclamation mark TW. Thank you. Hey, time traveler. Wow. Wow, Tim. Wow. Okay, that's unrelated. We don't need to get into that right now. I was thinking there was a little bit too much space too, but we can put the ugly lamp on. And the books. That's always stuck at 2 a.m. See, now that doesn't look appropriately sized. And just peed all over the walls here. So there we go, that's more in the middle. I did have the suggestion of using something like that, but a little bit smaller, and like you said, a plant or a lamp off the side. Is raise this up a bit using some cardboard. So then we can go to about here. Okay, and we get another one of those. The only reason I'm making these cardboard spacers is because to move it closer to the bed, it has to sit a little bit over the heat register, and I don't want to damage the heat register. So if I can get even a 1/4 inch here, doing this, it will be better. So we can move that closer to the back. And this goes a bit closer to the bed. And you just ignore the cardboard. Hey, Starch. No. No. So we put the ugly lamp back on. And we move it closer to the bed. And it's very short. Like, top of the bed is here. And it's like 8 inches below the bed. It's small, it's short, it has no depth. There's no actual drawer to it. I just don't like it. Like, the design is okay. It's a neat, kind of funky design, but it's scaled badly. So I went to IKEA, and I got this thing, and we just finished putting this together. And we've put what they put on that one back over here. So I'm wondering, do you guys like the left one with the bigger, more space-takey white thing? Or do you like the white one with the smaller, shorter thing? There won't be any blinds. So ignore the carpet underneath right now. It's not a bad design. It's just like, I would even steal this design, but it would have to be scaled. No, for flip houses in this neighborhood, in this town, they don't put any window coverings on. That's left up to the buyer because it's like a really personal thing or whatever, but mostly flippers are cheap. And I'm just doing like, I'm doing as much as everyone else is doing, but better. And to give you an idea of what I mean by but better, and not but buddies, but better, this is the master shower that I put in, and it's amazing. And I'm gonna miss it. So no, this is one big chonkin solid piece. Like, that's it. It's just glued together. And that's it. So we got this one or this one. Stack them. And also, like, their left one has a giant chip out of the glass. So they're bringing me just damaged stuff. I mean, to me, I don't love that it doesn't quite fill it. I would love if it could fill it just a little bit more. But it's better height. Yeah, well, yeah, the cardboard's coming out. I just needed to get something up there because right now it sort of sits up on top of... it's sitting up on top of my heat register, so I wanted to get a little extra height so it's not creating so much pressure on that. Didn't want to damage the heat register. That's all. What I'll actually end up doing tomorrow is going and taking some of my plywood. I know, but ideally... I'm going to take some plywood. I've got like some 3/4 inch plywood. I'm going to cut it down till it's small enough to fit underneath to raise the whole thing up by like 3/4 of an inch and be cut back enough that you'll never see it. But I'm thinking like, I mean, it's a neat design. I don't have any problem with the design, but the scale is wrong. When I have a side table that's like weirdly small and weirdly narrow, You're right. Okay, here. Now there are finger holes in my shirt. Wait, that's not the same. Okay, well, there we go. Now they're not thumb holes.